Hi, ni hao, assalamu alaikum. How are you all doing? Thank you for inviting me here. And yeah, let's get this started. Let me just put my screen on.
你好，我是 Omar. Hi, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear you, Edith.
OK. 你好，我是 Omar. 然后谢谢感谢今天大家的到来。那我们马上开始。OK.
Okay, just hold on. I need to get the Zoom right here and share my screen. All panelists. Okay. Can you see, Andy? Can everyone see?
Yes, we can see you. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. Okay, then I just need to take this one here off.
This is fantastic. Yeah, good.
Okay, great. So we will talk today about the importance of localization and optimization on Amazon Europe. My name is Omar. I'm the co-founder of Margin Business. Margin Business. Okay, so we have a technique. Yeah, sorry.
Let me introduce you a little bit in the Chinese. Is okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Can you go back to the last page, please?
Sure, I can.
Thank you. 你好，大家好。今天呢，我是那个欧玛呢是联合始创人，是这个叫做 Margin Business 的。今天呢会介绍就是本地化跟那个亚马逊的一个优化。在欧洲亚马逊的优化是为什么这么重要 ？Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we do something. We will go very deep into it, but our main technique for listing optimization, for keyword listing optimization, for the whole listing is called, as well including photos, everything. I will go very deep into this afterwards, but let us call this in one sentence: country-specific micro optimization technique, only provided by Margin Business. Yes.
OK. 那么 Margin Business 的主要的优势呢是在于亚马逊上面的一些关键词啊，还有你的那个销售页面的一些的优化。那我们总结一句就是说，我们的优势呢是在于这个国家的国家地区性的本地化，还有就是一个微调的一个技术。OK.
Okay, so let's just start with a little bit of a story of the company, very quick overview, and then we go deep into everything else. So what we got here is, so everything began like 10 years ago while we were working on listings, on translations. When we have done these translations, we have seen a big changes actually in the listing. So the actual, by translating the listings, we have seen a very much increase with the client we were working with, and they have seen us as well. So we have put ourselves together and say, listen, this is how we move forward, and this is what we need to provide. So our first client who actually we managed 10 years ago is now a $15 million company.
OK， 那这个呢，一切都是介绍一下我们的故事。那个一切都是在10年前。那我们在一个项目里面呢，就是在做一个翻译。那发现呢，就翻译是非常重要的。那翻译的结果呢，就是的效果非常的惊人，而且呢，就是对于那个产品呢，在不同的平台不同的亚马逊的站点里面来说呢，都是有一个非常大的影响。那我们当其时候的第一个客户呢，现在已经是成长为一个5000万的美金的一个公司了。OK.
Okay, since then, we have managed. I mean, before, like the whole optimization process before was made manually. So you know, you go into the 5 best listings, you pick out keywords, and then you put them into your listing. So actually you just take what others have and put this together into your listing. This is how it worked before. So there was no software, there was no any guidance what you had in order to put keywords in. So the translation was actually number one. And now that Amazon has developed so largely their keyword database or their database in general, now we have all the data we can work with. But before, everything was done manually. It was much harder. It was different. And now it's as well now it's getting very technical. Let's say it this way, yes.
那以前来说呢，所有的这些关键词啊，这些的搜寻，还有就是优化呢，都是人工操作。那以前就是我们会在你头5个最好的销售的最好的 listing 里面去找出一些关键词，然后放在我们自己的 listing 上面。那这种的做法呢，以前来说是完全没有一些的软件啊，或者是没有一些的知识去让我们或者是一些的框架让我们去跟随的。那然后随着时间的推演，那现在亚马逊呢，它的自己的一个 database 就是他们的一个词库啊，都已经是发展的非常成熟。OK。
We have managed up to present. We are present on all Amazon Europe marketplaces. We take care of all 7. There are now 7 marketplaces in the European Union, and we helped over to the top 100 Amazon companies to improve their listings and be ahead of their competition, and obviously to increase the revenue, to sell more. But the most important is that really, when you look at the listing, it needs to be appealing. This is what we have managed, and through that we increased revenue for these companies we are working with.
现在呢，其实我们是在亚马逊在欧洲站里面有7个国家的站，其实我们全部都是有在操作的。那现在来说呢，我们已经是帮助头100把亚马逊的公司去帮助他们去改进他们的产品的页面，而且呢就是让这些的 listing 看起来更加的吸引，而且能够销售的更多。
And today we are Margin Business is the #1 Amazon and e-commerce product translation and optimization service, the service provider for the European Union, and we have a team of 20 Amazon professionals, translators, and they need to be very good in translation. They need to be native translators. They need to have marketing experience. They need to have, and they need to be kind of a localization expert, because in all countries, when you sell to customers, you need to understand who you are actually selling to. So Singapore, they need to adapt to Singapore Amazon. Amazon China need to adapt to the Chinese customers. So every single country, and they know exactly how to address them and how to speak with them.
那今天呢，我们Margin Business 呢，已经是在亚马逊还有就是电商的一个翻译区域，还有就是产品页面的一个优化的服务上面呢是排名第1的。那我们现在我们的一个团队里面呢有20个亚马逊的一些的专员，而且他们是非常的好的翻译员，而且有那个市场人员。那他们不单纯就是能够做翻译，而且呢他们是有非常好的一个本地化的一个知识。
Okay, so let's begin. This was a quick overview of the company and of our services and what we do and how we got into it. So let's dive into the real content, what you're here for today. So let's go. So you need to see your Amazon listing. Like when you have a nice store and everything is, everything is really nice. It's appealing. But if the store is dusty, you don't take care of it. You just open your door in the morning and you wait until a customer comes, and your storefront, your window where people walk by and want to shop, it looks not good. It's unprofessional. So It's not good enough. Yes.
OK，那其实呢，这亚马逊跟一个你的店面就是跟一家实体店的店面其实没什么两样的。其实你也是必须要把你的店面就做得非常的吸引，你不能就是把你的店面弄得脏脏的，而且就是毫无吸引力，然后就等待每天客户来上门的。
I mean, if you look at it this way. Even if you have the nicest photos, but your text is not appealing, if they read the title or the bullet point and the text is not good, or is Google translated, or is just not written by anyone who really has knowledge about this topic, or how to write a listing or to address customers, then eventually you will lose the sale to a more professional listing. And now it don't matter anymore if it's a big company or a small company. Who does, and I will give you an example later on that as well, but who does his homework, who does his job good with the listing will eventually succeed.
OK， 那其实呢，现在来说呢，如果即使你是有最好的图片，不过呢，你的内容就是你写的文字是毫无吸引力，或者是说是由一些不专业的人员来写，对那个产品一点也不认识，也不知道怎么样子去在这个文字上面跟客户去沟通理解客户的需求的话，其实这个不单你就不论你是大还是小的公司，其实这一些都在亚马逊上面都已经是行不通的了。
So you need to see your optimization. The optimization includes photos, text, the text title, bullet points, A+ content, A+ content photos as well. All of this, obviously your advertisement as well, but we don't go into advertisement today. But all of this you need to see as an investment, because I know many sellers actually shy away from putting an investment in their listing because they have already invested in the product. So they think, oh, look, I'm already $5,000 out. How can I invest another big amount of money in my listings? So this is where it's beginning in their heads to speak and to say, listen, I cannot anymore, or I don't want anymore to invest. But for me, the advice to everyone: invest in optimizing your listing, especially in foreign markets and as well in the US markets, obviously, because they are amazing in marketing.
那有很多的卖家呢，亚马逊的卖家可能他们都会不太愿意去做一些的优化你的 listing 的上面的一些的投资，因为他们可能都已经是花了不少的钱在产品上开发产品上面，那所以呢他们可能是对于就是在投资在做好它的 listing 上面的一些投资是有一点却步。可是呢，你能看到有一个好的 listing， 包括你的图片、你的文字、你的 A 加的 content 这些 A 加的内容和 A 加内容里面的图片的时候呢，其实这些都是一些非常有用的一些的投资，而且就是非常有一些立竿见影的一个效果的。
I'm not sure if you heard about Amazon aggregators, and I'm not sure how to translate this afterwards for you, but I will explain it quickly. Amazon aggregators are big companies who actually buying small Amazon businesses, big Amazon businesses, mid-size Amazon businesses, or invest into Amazon businesses to help them, and at the end, maybe take them over as well. But these are very, very large corporations which want to make money by acquiring smaller brands, or like I said, mid-size or very big brands. And these Amazon aggregators have a very big potential, and they will as well hire, for example, the best agency who does listing optimization. They will hire the best advertising companies. They will hire all professionals who are taking care that sellers on Amazon can succeed and will actually work against the Amazon sellers which refuse to invest in their listings. So right now it's like a little war going on, and we have these aggregators have raised the bar. So everything goes up now. So before it was a little bit less professional. Sorry, and not professional. Yeah.
Sorry, Omar. So Amazon aggregator is it like a company itself, or it is like an activity?
It's an activity, yes. These are it's an activity, yes. There are many companies which is called Amazon aggregators, and they buy small or mid-size or big business Amazon businesses in order to resell them later or to run them better themselves, because they have teams which are actually taking care of growing these companies they acquire.
OK， 那现在呢，就大家是需要注意有一个叫做我们叫它叫做亚马逊聚合的一些的活动在里面。有一些公司呢，他们不断的是在收购一些中小型的亚马逊的一些的户口，然后呢，他们可能把它在做优化，然后就转销出去。其实这一些的所有的活动呢，都是把整个亚马逊的业务的一个水平呢就是拉高了，所以大家这一方面就是要注意，就是以前那一套可能就我们不能够再以前的那一套再去做一个基准。
Okay, so in general, like I said, Amazon aggregators are there and they're getting very, very, very big. I'm not sure, you must have heard of them, but it's really now raising the bar. So make sure your listings are really, really good. Improve them every day. And not every day, sorry, but improve them over a month or 2 months time. Check again. Don't just let it sink when you do your listing one time. It's really an ongoing work all the time. It's like you put the dust away from your store.
Okay. 那大家就是因为这方面的那个亚马逊的这一些户口的一些买卖的活动呢，其实把整个水平都是拉高了，所以呢，我们就不能再好像以前那样子，就是好久都不会去把我们的 listing 做优化。现在来说呢，可能就1个月到2个月的时间呢，大家就是需要去看看你的 listing， 然后看看需要什么地方是需要做优化的了。
Okay, so now we come to one of the most important questions. Why should I bother with Pro Translation? And can't I just use Google Translate? No, it's not a good idea to go and get a Pro Translation. Just for example, go to Fiverr and ask somebody to translate your listing and give it back to you. Because first of all, they are translators. So they will do a good job for translation, but they are not marketing experts, they're not copywriters, and they're not Amazon specialists. So there we have already a few points why you should not bother with Pro Translation.
OK， 那现在最大的问题就是说，为什么我们需要一些就是一个专业的翻译公司呢？那我们能不能单纯就是用 Google 去做一个翻译，或者是说在 Fiverr 上面去找人去翻译呢？那他的建议就是说，现在呢，其实基本上翻译如果是在 Fiverr 上面的话，可能他是一个好的翻译员，可是不代表他们是能够做一个市场推广的有一些市场推广的一些的文案啊，或者甚至是说，在他们根本可能对于亚马逊的认知也是不多，是没有那个作为一个亚马逊的一个专业在里面。Okay.
So can't you just use Google Translate? No, Google Translate as well is usually it's a big fail when companies are using Google Translate. And as I said already, now that the whole listings, everything has been upgraded. So we have to give premium premium services in order to make the listing significant.
Okay.
They are okay.
Yeah. 那个 Google Translate 就是用 Google 做翻译行不行呢？那通常来说呢，就用 Google 做翻译呢，都是会失败的。因为呢，现在来说呢，刚才说过的那些的活动，基本上是整个亚马逊上面的 listing 的都已经是整个水平都已经是提升了，所以呢，我们必须要把它做到最好，才能够有一个好的效果。
Okay, so what can happen if you use Google Translate? For example, imagine I have no idea, for example, about Chinese writing or Japanese writing. So imagine I take my listing in English or in German and translate it into Japanese or Chinese. There can be words which are maybe even offending in the other language, which is a big problem. So we had this example. This went viral. You can Google this as well. Sweden, they had an example of a wrap seat, and they translated. There was somebody who was selling a wrapped seat, and it was translated into rape into the Swedish language. So it went viral on Google. It went viral everywhere. And it's it was a big fail for them. And obviously nobody bought that listing, because when somebody reads this from the country, they will laugh. They will say, yeah, they are not serious.
Yeah. Okay. 那用 Google Translate 为什么是有很大的问题呢？比如说就是因为在不同的语言里面呢，可能他们都会有一些不同的表达，甚至就是说有一些的表达直接翻译过来的时候呢，可能会有一些是有冒犯性的，或有冒犯性的一些的词语。那比如说就是举个例子，在瑞典语里面wrap seat 就是那个就是那个座位的那些的包裹那些的包裹。那座位的包裹可能直接是用 Google Translate 就 Google 的翻译过来的话呢，可能 比如说那个 rap seat 呢，它直接翻译过来呢就是强奸的这个意思。那其实这个词语呢，如果大家在 Google 上面去查一下呢，可能大家也会看得到。那所以呢，如果直接去用 Google 做翻译的话呢，可能有一些词语你冒犯了当地人，可能自己也不知道的。
So the result of this would be that you're missing out on sales, obviously, and customers won't trust their shops. So I give you an example of Germans, for example, the second biggest market at the moment in the world after the US. If you sell a product in Germany and you have a badly written listing, maybe it sells, maybe you make a lot of money, okay? But Germans would be skeptical because of the example like Sweden. And if you do correct with your listing, you would get 100%. And if you don't do, your work, you maybe get even 40% out of the winnings. So a company which makes 1 million, maybe they don't care. I don't know. Maybe they don't care. But if you make already 1 million on Amazon, don't you want to make 1.6, 1.8? Just because you change your listing and invest a little bit in it? I think the percentage is very low for having this good amount of money more in your pockets.
OK， 那一个不恰当或者是一个很差的翻译呢，就是说，如果你的 listing 上面翻译的不好的话呢，其实可能你会失去了很多的销售的机会，而且呢，有客户呢，甚至是不会相信你的店面。比如说，就是德国的客户，他们是比较德国的客户呢，他们是比较是小心的。那 而且呢，他们就是一般来说，他们都不会相信，就是你的产品如果是写的很差的话呢，他们是不会相信的。那假如说你的店面可能是现在已经在做销售是100万美金，那可能你会不在乎这些的一点点的减少，可能是几10%的一个销售额的减低。不过如果能够就是一些小小的动作能让你的销售能够提升的话，那为什么不做呢？
So a localized listing gives more trust to customer than plenty of reviews. So I'm sure you have seen companies which have like crazy amount of reviews and every review is nice and everything is good. But actually, if you look at if you compare obviously it gives as well some kind of trust. But a localized listings gives the customer a lot more trust. Like they are there, they see the listing is good. That means they're really into it, and we trust this customer.
Okay. Yeah. 一个本地化的就本地化的翻译过来的一个 listing 呢，是绝对是能够让客户呢更加信任你的产品，因为他们会觉得就是说，他看到你的 listing 的时候，就会感觉得到啊，你真的是很懂你的产品是怎么样子的。Okay.
So, for example, in Germany, to sell directly to a customer, if the listing is, for example, buy now, or this is the best offer, or it's like forcing them. So they don't want that. They want them to take you to the product and to sell it to them, but in a nice way, so they don't feel that they're being sold to. So if you manage to do this with the German customer, they will actually buy more from you than if you force it on them. Like the listing is forced on them.
OK， 举个例子，在德国来说呢，他们是很讨厌那些的一些很硬销的一个的词语的。如果你在你的 listing 上面写就是现在就买，好像是在其他地方可能会很受落。可是呢，在德国呢，这种的销售方式呢，他们会觉得是一个强迫购买，可能就肯定会有一个适得其反的一个效果。那不但不会让他们去购买，而且呢，他们会很反感。那我们应该要做的就是说，在德国的客户应该是跟他们就是介绍他们的产品，带他们到你的产品的一些的仔细的页面，他们反而就是这样子才会购买。
So let's not wrap this up, but make it a little bit faster, because I see I have not much time left, and there is plenty of things I want to bring on here. So we have, if you, why can't you just hire a translator? And let's say, okay, I'll just give you an example, or if you hire one person, the person cannot speak in the European Union in 7 languages, okay? It cannot do keywords research in 7 languages. It cannot do a competitor research in 7 languages. And you need someone with Amazon experience, marketing experience, and he needs to have localization experience. So it will be hard for this person if it's not a native speaker from each and every country. Like we have native speakers from each and every European country who are working all the time with us. This is a team, they work full-time with us, and we have them all the time with us. So they know exactly the agency, they know everything we do, and they know our customers as well. So if you go for hiring one by one, you will have to find marketing, Amazon, localization, languages expert in every language. So that means you will spend more time searching for these people than taking actually care of your actual business.
OK， 好，那简单来说，那我能不能就雇个翻译吧，在 Fiverr 或者是在 Upwork 上面？那你想想这种情况，就是说，在欧洲可能有7个站台，你需要有7种的语言需要去处理。那而且呢，你还在每一个站台需要有7个那个关键词的一个研究，7个地区的那个竞争对手的研究，还有需要这些有亚马逊的经验，需要有营销经验的人才。那 还有需要就是一些本地化的一些的经验在里面。那对于这些来说是非常难的去找，即使就是说能够找到要有7种这个欧洲语言的一些的人才。那所以呢，就是说为什么请一个 agency， 请一家公司去像我们这家公司去帮你去做这些的服务的话呢，那就肯定会有更好的一些人才在当地，有当地经验、当地的语言的人才去帮你去做这个事情。
Okay, use your reviews to your advantage. So the reviews on your listings in all 7 countries in the European Union will have different complaints and different positive points. So take these positive points or negative points and put them into your listing. So you can see what the customer in the different European countries like or dislike, and you can build it into your listing in order to speak with the customer, but each and every listing need to be different to each and every country because you address different culture.
OK， 那其实呢有一个非常好的一个工具，就是看你的那个产品的评价，就每一个评价，每一个地区的评价呢，它的好的跟不好的一些评价，你都把它拿出来，然后呢就放在你自己的 listing 里面，那你就可以就直接的去很好的去关注，就是当地的客户的一些他们的喜好跟他们讨厌的东西。
What's very important as well, have a look at competitors, okay? But make sure they are local sellers. Local sellers means from that country and not from anywhere else, because these are the ones which actually put in the keywords differently from the foreign sellers.
那还有另外一个呢，就是必须要看看你的当地的竞争对手。那什么叫做当地的竞争对手呢？就是当地的一些卖家，他们是在本土的。那你看看他们怎么样去摆放他们的关键词，这些对于你来说都是一个很好的一些参考资料。
Okay, never have a set it and forget it strategy. If not, your initial investment will be lost. Which means that once you do your listing, you need to do it again and again and again. Improvement, improvement, improvement. Very, very important. It's your storefront. It's your visual point to connect to the customer. It needs to be 100%. There's so much competition out there. They will take your money away. So the customers come with a credit card in their hand. They go to your listing. They look at the listing, they need to buy. They need to convert straight away. There is no option. If not, they go with their credit card to somebody else and they click and they buy. So really make sure that your shop is 100%.
OK， 那千万呢就是不要就是设好，然后就忘记，就是说你就做一次就没有再跟进。其实这个是一个长期的一个优化的优化是一个长期的一个公式来的。那所以呢，你是不需要不断的去优化你的 listing。那你的客户就是拿着信用卡就已经到你的店面来。你所以就是必须他到你店面来，到你的产品页面上面来，就马上要让他们买下你的东西，要不然的话呢，他们就去其他家里面去买的了。
I understand it is a lot of work, and anyone will say, "Oh, but how can I do it? It's so much investment, or it needs to be done." Then you need to. It's a business. You have to invest in it. It's not a hobby. We don't do this for fun. We do this to make money. So in order to make money, you have to invest money. At the end, your listings should look different from one country to another. When you have done your work good, this should be like this.
OK， 那我明白这个是一个好像有很多工作要做，可是呢，如果我们是要赚这些钱的话，就是必须要做这些的工作，而且呢，因为我们是在做一个生意，而不是一个纯粹是一个爱好活动，所以必须要做到最好。如果是做到最好的时候呢，你每一个国家的 listing 应该是都是它有各自的一套的 listing 在里面。
I have an example for you before we move on to the. I know 5 minutes.
Okay. I think we can. Maybe we can just wrap it up because we are only with 2 minutes.
Okay. Let's do that. I'm just giving you quickly something quick. Look at this listing. That looks beautiful. It's in Germany, for example. Yeah. They are making about 300,000 per month. Okay. It's a very well-known brand. And now we have GNC. GNC is a very well-known brand in Asia. So if you look at it, what do they do wrong? They don't have pictures. They have Google Translate. So they do 30 sales per month. Okay. So GNC is a very big company and they're losing so much money against this competitor. So if they would invest in their listing, they would make so much more. And this is what I wanted to say in the beginning already. If you are a small seller or a big seller, it don't matter. If you take care of your listing, if the big company don't take care of their listing, they will be as well going to the ground. There is no difference. So let's wrap this up, as Andy said.
Just do the transition. Edith, let me take over.
Okay.
所以刚才就是Omar 分享，就是有一个很大的品牌叫 GNC， 他们没有就是找人去翻译，所以最后他们的销售不好。可是别的产品呢，他们没有这么大，可是卖的比他们多，所以翻译很重要。OK， 来，next， continue.
Okay, so selling on Amazon is not gambling. So some people are just, throwing in the pictures, throwing in the text and think like, yes, we can sell. Okay, maybe you sell, maybe you sell more, but don't we want to sell 100%? Don't we want to do the best that we can in order to succeed and as well succeed within the next years? Because obviously this is not a one-year job. This can go on for life, if you do it correctly. So as in the real world, to wrap this up, important perception. Customer wants to read the native language. Customer wants to be culturally addressed. He wants to understand. You get 100% a lot more sales if you follow this. So culture and customer behavior to every country is changing. So on Amazon even more because we have so many different countries. So it's really, really important to get in the head of the customer and get familiar with the culture and take companies like ours who can help you in order to reach and to talk with these customers. I have a few bonuses for you right now. Okay, I kept it to the end. So there is one bonus, which when you now want to upload pictures in the European Union, normally with Pan-European, it goes all together. So you have pictures and every single country are the same. Right now, you can apply and you can upload for each and every single country different pictures, which is perfect for you because you can actually translate text on the pictures and adapt it to each and every language within the European Union or within the world. Within the European Union, sorry.
所以Omar 分享就是，如果你现在在你的产品现在在美国，然后像在不同的地方、不同平台卖。以前我们的照片就是一样的照片，在每个平台都是一样的。可是现在，因为亚马逊有一个新的功能，就是你可以换不一样的照片。所以 Omar 说，就是如果你在不同的平台，其实你可以把里面的字换成不同国家的语言。当然，他说的不是第一个照片了，而是第2、第3、第4到第7个照片。OK。
So if you come from ExW, obviously you get a free analysis of your listing. You get 10% off. And on top of that, we give you, for one listing, we give you a free translation for the pictures, for the text on the pictures. Okay, so you can get in contact with us on marginbusiness.com. My email address is omar@marginbusiness.com. And you come from ExW, I will personally take care of you.
Yeah. So the link is inside the chat. So Omar 现在有一个特别的，就是还有一个特别的优惠了。只要你去他的网站，然后也可以 email 他，跟他说你是 EXW 的，就是学生，那就可以得到这个优惠。好 ，OK，Thank you so much, Omar.
Thank you so
much
much
for your time. Thank you.